Today, I'm excited to do this video for you. We are going to cover holiday entertaining on a budget, and we're going to do it with the help of our friends at Lidl. I was excited to be contacted by them because they saw my haul video and they asked if they could send me a gift card, and so I thought I'm totally going to do a holiday video on how to entertain on a budget, and that's what we're doing today. Yesterday we went over to the Lidl in Havelock, which is the next town over, which is the closest one to us, and we bought these 3 bags of groceries. Now Lidl is very similar to Aldi if you are not familiar with them. So with what we have in these 3 bags of groceries, I'm going to show you how to put out an amazing party spread that's complete with a cheese board, a charcuterie tray, some sweets, some nibbles, and some noshes, and all for just over $100. Lidl was very generous and they sent me a gift card for $100, and with tax and everything it was $109. So we're gonna go and we're gonna start making our party right here, right now. Okay, the first thing we wanna do is put a tablecloth on. I picked this up at Lidl. This tablecloth was $3.49. I really like it because it's like super heavy and it's not like those cheap and cheesy tablecloths. So we're just gonna put the tablecloth on. Okay, I unpacked the grocery bags just so you could see everything that we picked up at Lidl for our little party spread. And I'm just gonna go over it really quick because I'm gonna also show you how to build a small charcuterie tray. And for those of you who don't know what that means, it's a cured meat tray. And I'm gonna show you how to make a quick cheese board with a couple tips and tricks and a couple of rules. And we started with the tablecloth. We got that all put down. This tablecloth is really nice quality and it's gonna last me the holiday season and probably beyond. If you guys like to have a pretty and festive table covering, this was really nice, and it's a little bit different from the norm, the usual stuff that you see. I love it because it's very subdued, but it's festive nonetheless. So I'll show you some of the things that we got. We'll start off with the cured meats. I went ahead and I got this is some capicola, some pepper-coated salami, and I have heard really good things about these meats. So I also got some prosciutto crudo and some Genoa salami. These have all been sliced. I bought everything pre-sliced because that makes it easy. Because if you're in a hurry and come up with a last-minute get-together, you don't want to be messing with this stuff in your kitchen. You just want to slap it on a tray and enjoy your time and your friends and your time together. I also got a panettone because this is a nice little sweet treat. It's not a really heavy dessert, but everybody enjoys it. This is just an Italian sweetbread. It has raisins and candied orange peel in it. It's delicious. To go on the cheese and charcuterie, we went ahead and got some pitted dates and some dried figs. We got a 6-pack of bottled lager beer, and for those people who maybe don't enjoy the libation, we went ahead and we got some sparkling red grape juice and some sparkling apple cider. I got a couple of bags of both dark and white seedless grapes. Those go great with cheese and the charcuterie as well. I picked up a couple of bottles. This is just some whole grain mustard and some Dijon mustard, because those things go really well with what we're serving as well. I got a bottle of their balsamic vinegar and a bottle of their olive oil. I had my pastor's wife say their olive oil is fantastic. I haven't yet tried it, so we're gonna go ahead and make a little dipping sauce with some herbs, and we have some baguette that I have sliced. The baguettes at Lidl are incredible. Their baked goods are amazing. We bought a few baguettes yesterday. This is a little olive tapenade. We went ahead and picked that up. This is lovely on crackers or on baguette as well. And then you've seen me purchase these in the past in my last haul. This is the green fig and honey spread, the hot and sweet pepper spread, and this was new. I picked this up as the rhubarb crumble spread. So we've got, these are things that really go well together. Sweet, savory, salty, tart. It's all gonna be fantastic. Folks, the cheese selection at Lidl is amazing. And you'll notice that most of what you see here and most of what you're gonna see in the store is their house brand. They asked me if I would concentrate on the preferred selection, which is their house brand, but it's such high quality. I'm really impressed with all of it. Their cheese selection is out of this world, and the prices, oh my goodness. I really was kind of blown away. This is probably one of my very favorite cheeses to put on a cheese tray. This is white Stilton cheese with dried apricot in it. And Stilton is a bit of a stinky cheese, but it's so good. It's creamy and smooth, and it's tart, and it's delicious. With the addition of the dried apricots, it gives it just that little sweetness, and it's perfect. I got a wedge of Spanish manchego. I got some Gouda, or if you're really being particular, it's pronounced Gouda. And then I got some jalapeno Havarti. This is always a nice semi-soft cheese. Everybody likes Havarti. And then my favorite, which is the brie double cream. I love a good brie, and this is always a good one to put on your cheese tray. This fulfills the soft cheese requirement. We also picked, and I didn't need to get all three of these, but I did because I wanted to give them a try. These are little pots of goat cheese. One is seasoned with tomato and basil, one is just plain, and one is seasoned with chives. Because, you know, who can resist a good spreadable goat cheese? This is Micah's favorite cheese, is goat cheese. A little bit more sweet things. We picked up some of these Nougat Bars, one with tropical fruits. This one has mixed berries in it, and this one is just very traditional with almonds and hazelnuts. These remind me of Italian tortoni. If you're familiar with those, then you'll know what I'm talking about. These are just kind of like, and Micah looked at them and said, are these like divinity? And that's a really, really good comparison to make. It is made from boiled sugar and beaten egg whites, and that's a nice little sweet. We can cut those up and put them on a tray. And then I got these really sweet little chocolate ornaments. These are imported German chocolate ornaments, and these are little elves, and these are little ornament balls. So it doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to be a ton, because if you're having your friends over, you're going to have fun. You're going to play a game. You're going to drink some wine or some beer, and you're just going to have a good time, because that's really what this is all about, is bringing people together and having a memorable time. It's not going to be the food that they remember. It's going to be spending time with you. And because you can't have a little party with a little nosh without having a little crunchy nibble, we bought a bag of these potato chips because my friend actually works at Lidl. I worked with her for years and years at the lawyer's office. She works there now. She said that their wavy potato chips are awesome, and so is their French onion dip. Now, normally I would make my own French onion dip, but she suggested this, so we picked it up. And then they had this maple pecan popcorn that it just kind of made its way into the cart. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this spread together, and we're going to show you what it looks like. And there you go. That is our budget-friendly party spread, courtesy of Lidl. Holiday entertaining has never been easier or more budget-friendly, and I have to tell you guys, the quality of this stuff is out of bounds. I'm gonna just start over here and move my way over. We went ahead and did a little condiment platter, and I just set out these little jars of spread, the rhubarb crumble, the hot sweet pepper spread, and the fig and honey, along with the Dijon and the grainy mustard, because these things all, they complement the meats, the cheeses, and everything else on this table beautifully. I got myself a package, not from Lidl, but I have these on hand. These are just disposable spoons, and they look like they're silver. That's your friend at the busy time of year. I'm not joking. So, you know, this way everybody can help themselves without contaminating the whole container. They can just take what they like, put it on their plate, make sure you have plenty of plates, and then make sure you have plenty of ice and cups for your guests who come so that you can serve your beverages. And then what I've done, we made the charcuterie tray, our smoked and cured meats, along with some fruit and dried fruit. We have our sliced baguette, and I've gone ahead and done the same with this jar of olive spread, and I just popped the spoon in there because, you know, you're not going to want to have to be searching for a ton of dishware. If you don't have it on hand, you can just grab what you have and leave it in the jar. Nobody is going to care. Your friends love you regardless. There's our popcorn, and I made this little dipping sauce for the bread. See, and it's just so yummy to eat that way, and people can just dip their bread in there. The baguette is also great with the cheese and the meat. Everybody is going to go away satisfied. If you need to have more olive oil dipping sauce, then all you have to do, leave your balsamic and your olive oil on the table, and people can just mix it up. There's plenty of herbs in there to go around, so there won't even be any problem with that. Our cheese tray is self-explanatory. Everyone's gonna love that. If you put the right knife in there, then everybody can just come along and take off a chunk of cheese, and they're gonna love it. As far as our sweets, we've got our panettone. You can slice that up further than I did, obviously, but I just put it in little chunks because nobody is gonna want a big honking piece of bread, and whatever you've left over, you can turn into French toast, and it is gonna be the most amazing French toast you have ever eaten. As far as the tortoni or the nougat bars, I went ahead and I cut each one into 6 pieces, laid them out on a festive tray. Boom, they're easy, sweet little pickups. And then I put the little chocolates in this festive dish, and then of course we have our chips and dip. I put a spoon in the dip so people can put a little on their plate and they don't have to keep dipping in there while they're standing around the bowl, and then they can just mill around and converse with your other guests. It's good, huh? So I want to thank Lidl for sending me that very generous gift card. I wasn't really expecting. I thought, well, I can't just take that and use it. I really want to use it to share something with you. So this is my take on holiday entertaining on a budget. There's plenty here. There's even more that I didn't put out as far as the meat and the cheese. So, you know, you're good to go. So invite your friends over, pop in a holiday movie, listen to some music, whatever you're gonna do. Grab a game. If you've never played Apples to Apples, I highly recommend it. You and your friends are gonna have a great time with that one. Balderdash is an excellent one. But whatever you do, just take some time this holiday season and spend it with your friends and your loved ones, because you never get today back. You don't know what tomorrow is gonna bring, and this is just a way to bring everybody together because we all have to eat and we all want each other to know how much we care about them. So, thank you Lidl for providing the impetus for this spread. I hope that you all enjoyed learning about how my take for entertaining on a budget at the holidays looks, and I hope you give it a try, and I hope you love it. And until next time, happy holidays!